Alrighty guys, well, I'll show you this now. This is our hot box, calf warmer box. It's in the barn here, obviously. Basically it's a plastic tote, and this had hay preservative liquid in it. In this tote I got from a buddy of mine, and we converted it over to a hot box for calves. So it's pretty simple, really. I cut a hole higher up, and we got a electric heater here. Not a proper hot warmer box heater, but still a heater. And then we got this doorway cut, and I don't know what this is, 20 inches by 30 inches or something like that. And on the inside, under a crate, and this is for anybody that's never seen it, because lots of you guys have seen this thing before. Oh. So under this milk crate here is an actual calf warmer box. And yeah, I got a little guy in here, little bull. So that's that. We got a plywood in the floor, and there's insulation, styrofoam insulation under the plywood. In the roof, there's that hole vent right there to allow moisture out. I'm just going to leave that little guy in there for a little bit. And we covered the top part with this tarp just to keep it warmer. And on down the back wall there, this 2x4 goes under the tarp right alongside where the center hole is that I showed you earlier. And that's how the moisture evaporates out. Because calves are going to be wet, there's going to be moisture. Anyway, at minus 36 with a minus 43 wind chill factor, I checked the camera at 1:30, there was nothing. I checked the camera at 5:30, there was nothing. CP was up at 6 or 6:30. And then she checked the camera at 6:45, and she says to me, "Did you know that heifer calved?" And I go, "What are you talking about?" And she says, "Well, yeah, the calf is up and moving around." So this is 3 orange 3. So the reason it is that, she was born in 2023, and her mother is ear tag color orange number 3. Her mother's blonde, and she's off Sheriff, our bull Sheriff. So yeah, and she had herself a little bull calf. So I come to the barn and tossed him in the friggin' hot box so he warms up good, because like I said, it's friggin' cold. And when I take him out of there, I'll turn the heater on. Right now, the way my barn is set up, I can't have my diesel heater going because it takes a fair amount of power. And I can't and it's all plugged into the same circuit. So my diesel heater and my calf warmer box are on the same circuit. And if they're both running at the same time, I pop the breaker. So, yeah. Anywho, this girl, we pulled the calf away from her last night, and she bawled all night long for that calf. How about that? And that calf bawled for her. And she did kind of push at it and kind of kick at it a little bit when I put the calf in here, but she's sore uddered. And then all of a sudden, I left. I gave her a little bit of grain and I left. I went checking the other cows in the back. And when I come back, she was just standing there letting the calf suck, munching on her grain. So, finally, after a month, it might be done. And we got somebody right there. What? So these 3 girls are the close-up girls. They'll go out with the rest of the herd to eat round bale, like in the corral outside. I'll let them out. They're not going to stay in here. But these are the next 3 close-up girls. It is currently now 7:30, quarter to 8. But she's a cool one. So, and I have not decided what I'm doing with this girl that aborted yesterday. And so, anywho, I'll drop some hay for these girls and we'll talk to you all later. There's a kitty. Kitty, kitty. There. After an hour, he's dried off pretty good. His ears are all good and dry, and his tail and whatnot. So we can just leave them be in here. I'll turn the heater on, the big diesel heater, for an hour or 2. Just to take the chill off the barn here good for them. Just push the button. There she goes. That heat star, you know, it works pretty good. But anywho, I'm going for brekkie and a coffee, so we'll catch you guys later. Alrighty. Well, he seems to be doing alright. I just shut the heater off. So, now this girl, the one that aborted, I did have the brainwave of putting a calf on her. And we changed our mind. And she cleaned. Oh, wait a minute. That's not a cleaning. That's another calf. At some point, I didn't look in there this morning. Yep. She had a set of twins in her. Well, son of a biatch. Son of a biatch. And she wants a baby, but I don't got one to put on her. So, kind of sucks, but, and I don't want to get rid of her. It'll cost me more money to replace her with another heifer / second time heiferette, second time calver, than it will for me to keep her and just leave her go open for this year and rebreed her and have her calve next year again. So, but I was kind of thinking that there was going to be a second one in there. So my plan for her, actually, is to put her in, because we have a bunch of heifers here that are open. We got a whole corral full of them right there. So my plan is to actually put her with those girls, and she'll get bred early when we breed those ones. What? What do you figure, huh? Once this weather breaks, and it's not supposed to happen for another 4 or 5 days, it's supposed to stay in this minus fucking 43 wind chill temps for another 3 to 4 days until like Sunday. They're saying now we're locked into this friggin' cold and it doesn't want to leave. But anyway, once it does leave, then we got to do a major barn cleaning. Look at the frost in here. Crazy. Not really when you consider how many animals we're locking up every night. So, all right, let's get on with it. Because we still got to get out to the bush and feed them out there. So, talk to y'all later. Alrighty guys, well, according to crop insurance, I have to mushroom stack my bales. Well, I'm not going to touch the green feed because the twines are too fucked up on the top side, in my estimation. So I'm just going to leave the green feed alone. This first cut alfalfa hay, that's the other stack that the deer are really going after. And here they come, actually. Give it a few minutes and you can just see them there. See them? There they are, standing on the top of the snowbank, waiting to come in. But I'm pulling bales out, like all of these bales right here that I just pulled out. There they go. Came from these 2 rows right here, and all of a sudden, there's a dead deer that's been getting eaten on down. He must have crawled in between the rows and got wedged in there and couldn't get out, and the coyotes fucking found him, and they've been eating on him inside. Like, he's right there. So he crawled in between the rows and then couldn't get out, and the coyotes found him. Like, what are the chances, right? So I got another carcass to haul out. Some bitch. And it's not like he's scared of me. He's right there, like less than 10 yards away, the little bastard. Yeah, I gotta haul your brother out. Or your sister, whatever it is. Or was. There it is. How many more carcasses am I gonna find? And this wasn't killed all that or chewed on all that long ago because the blood seems awfully fresh. I'll haul him out after. So my plan is to start mushroom stacking these bales because crop insurance says that's what we got to do. Oh, and by the way, happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Hope you guys didn't forget about it. It's a midweek Valentine's. I didn't. In fact, I was early. CP got her Valentine's gift a couple days ago. You see the hole they got in there? So, anywho, are we doing anything for Valentine's? Look at all of them coming. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And there's another 4 that came, that's 14. Plus the one, that dead one, is 15. Not that he did much, but who knows when he actually died. And on the other side of the yard, when I was hauling cut feed, there's 8 over there in the trees behind the farm equipment that's lined up in the row for the winter. They're just polluted. Anywho, I'm going to keep going at digging this out, and I'll bring you guys back a little later. Well, I got one bale left right there. One bale right there. Out of the first cut pure alfalfa. But that's what I call long stem mushroom stack. You can put a lot of bales in a very short area. Like we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of bales, all about 8 or 9 bales long. And I almost stacked all of them in one spot, like in one row, without compromising the snow push area, right? But anyways, yeah. So that bale right there has got at least 15 to 20% damage on it. This one doesn't have any really. For whatever reason, they didn't attack it. Lots of these bales are running anywhere from 5 to 10% damage on them, not counting the twines. But I'll be feeding these 2 bales out here today, so, and that's why I'm not going to put them in the stack. But to give you an idea of what the damage is, like you can see that one, it's missing a bunch of twine. They've been chewing on it on this side and on what would be the top, which is hidden now. The next one, same thing, top and side, so on and so forth. So yeah. And this one, the one side, they were able to get to it, the very end and on top. That's why it's got so much damage on it. I'll pull it out and I'll kind of see that. Gives me a lot more space here now for pushing snow. Keep the snow out of the bale yard or away from the bales. Lift her up, let her fall, and yeah. The bale, they busted all the twines on it. The bale wants to fall apart. You guys can see that, I don't know. Anywho, I'm gonna go check on the cows and the heifers in the corral, see what's going on in there, and then we're gonna have some lunch and we'll see what happens after lunch. Talk to y'all later. Alrighty. Well, to give you an idea, see all that? All those little marbles, those chocolate coated raisins. Because all along there, like it's just loaded now. All along there, all through these trees, around the backside of the snowbank, so on and so forth. That's where all the friggin' deer are sleeping at night. And there she be. And that is SASHA. CP came up with the name, not me. And what does SASHA mean? She is SASHA means defender of mankind and helper of mankind, apparently. Right? And she just got her ass kicked from CP because as I walked in the house and said, well, here, give me SASHA, I'll take her outside, she peed on the floor. So right now she ain't much of a helper because you're running around having to clean up behind her. So come here. She's still kind of, well, just being a puppy, not necessarily listening great. But she's getting better. Aren't you? Aren't you? Yeah, you're getting better. So this is SASHA, everybody. And of course Tinker. She's got to get her scratches in. Yep. Where'd she go? She likes hiding behind you. Oh. Yeah. 8-week-old puppy. Well, 9 weeks old. Apparently she was born on December 7th. For December 7th, she's an okay size. She's just as big as Tinker in length and height. And she's not quite as heavy as Tinker, but darn close. But she's definitely a lab. She's got to sniff everything. So, anywho, I'll let you guys go. We'll talk to y'all later.